to prevent struggling Spirit Airlines from going out of business. Senior transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve says it would involve
as much as a $500 million loan that would stave off liquidation and keep the discount carriers' planes flying. In exchange, the government would take warrants in the airline worth up to 90% of the company once it emerges from bankruptcy.
Spirit's been struggling with rising fuel prices because of the Iran war. Tehran has released video of its forces seizing 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz after the U.S. put out similar footage earlier in the week. One Iranian leader calls it an eye for an eye, a tanker for a tanker. Meantime, the head of the U.S. Navy has been fired. CBS's Eleanor Watson.
He will now be replaced by his undersecretary, Hung Kao, who did serve in the Navy, was an explosive ordnance disposal service member in the Navy.
An overnight vote-a-rama in the Senate before Republicans pushed through a budget plan to end the 3-month-old partial government shutdown and fund agencies like ICE and Border Patrol. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says those Republicans proved what their priorities are.
Not for families struggling with the high cost of childcare, groceries, gasoline, electricity, but for pumping $140 billion towards rogue agencies.
We're learning a prediction market has suspended 3 congressional candidates who bet on their own elections.
It's the latest crackdown on insider trading by prediction platforms. Kalshi has banned Matthew Klein of Minnesota, Ezekiel Enriquez of Texas, and Mark Moran of Virginia for 5 years for betting on their own elections. Kalshi says Moran even bet he would run for public office months before he announced his campaign. Moran claims he placed his $100 bet hoping he would get caught to draw attention to the fact that Kalshi is contributing to the vice that he says is destroying the country. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
A day after the referendum passed, a judge has blocked new voter-approved congressional maps in Virginia that could help Democrats regain control of the U.S. House of Representatives. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
Remember, this redistricting plan did not arise from the state legislature, which is indirectly a vote of the people because Virginians elect their state representatives. This outcome arose from the direct action of a referendum on redistricting voted on by the people.
Virginia's Attorney General says he'll appeal. This is CBS News.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 25th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATT.
News this hour brought to you by Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon and Skag Zero-Turn Mowers and Products. Simply the best.
A firebug caught in Jackson, say fire investigators. Today it's 84 and sunny. Tonight partly cloudy and 62. Friday the rain chances begin with a 30% chance and a high at 85. The chance goes up to 70% Friday night, 50-50 for Saturday, and more rain expected Sunday and Monday with storms also possible. With news on 103.9 WIAB, I'm Chris Davis. She set fires at a building on Queen Mary Lane, set a car on fire there, and also set a fire at Westwick Apartments on Flag Chapel Road, says Chief Arson Investigator Charles Felton with the Jackson Fire Department, announcing the arrest Wednesday of Tamikia Tomciano. She is facing a judge for the first time on that charge today. A rumble inside the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility in Rankin County. The Department of Corrections says that went down Monday and 5 inmates ended up having to go to the hospital. 3 of the 5 are already out and back in prison. MDOC did not say what punishment the 5 might be facing. A fatal shooting at a Jackson liquor store happened just before 12:30 Wednesday afternoon. Witnesses told WLBT the shooter was inside a truck that was at the Liquor, Wine, and Spirits on East Northside Drive, say Capitol Police. The name of the victim has not been made public. Ridgeland will have a representative on the Metro Jackson Water Authority board because some Ridgeland residents are on Jackson Water. And at a city board meeting Tuesday, the city engineer, Paul Forrester, was chosen as their representative. The Water Authority is not active yet and will govern Jackson Water once the third-party manager system is finished. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away.
And good Thursday morning. It is the Chip Matthews Show all over Dixieland. Jeez. Oh, it's just so hard to wake everybody up at one time.
But isn't it nice to wake up happy as we do?
Oh, yes. It's just a joyful day.
It's beautiful outside already.
It's dark. It's dark outside.
It's still beautiful.
Okay, it's beautiful.
All God's creations are beautiful, whether it's bright daylight or dark. It's still beautiful.
It was really sad this morning out at the Gulf of Beethoven, watching the birds fly through and realizing they can't get that high off the ground because they're trying to get all the bugs that fly around at the reservoir. They just drop.
There's some fat birds.
Fat birds. Good morning, Ricky Gray. Ricky Gray, I need you to help me with something today.
Absolutely.
And you got to talk to Dawn to get it done. There you go.
Oh, nice.
That's called delegation of authority right there. Good morning, JC Dunn, Will Brown, Lloyd Travis, Shane Easley. Who's that up there? Is this son Great Britain? Robert Kenny. Trump is involved in so many radical moves. He's wearing out some people, but I believe he's on the right track. What's really interesting to me is that this war, more about Great Britain than Iran. A lot of people don't realize that. Good morning, Jackson Motor Speedway and Jeff Thomas. Look, I agree with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
The things that are going on, Iran's kind of an afterthought now. We've already whooped their butt.
Yep, we're moving on.
They're
Who's next?
They're now that sassy kid where you're going, don't sass me back. Don't you keep this up? Oh God, you get. I've had to spank you. It hurt me more than it hurt you. And I'm gonna let you if you keep running that mouth. Yeah. Now I'll clean. You'll pull them britches down and go one more time.
And you go get your own switch.
Yes, go get it. Go get that switch.
Better not be a short one.
And you sit there and you look at it, and then I was watching something where Roger Wicker was talking on the new on some podcast or whatever he talks on, and he was talking about why we must be committed to help Ukraine. Hey, Roger Wicker, are you keeping up with what's going on in the world, or are you just wearing your Ukraine pin? You need to wear an American pin up there and quit wearing that Ukraine flag. That's where we sent all the money and all the fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we sent it there.
So
we know we did.
It must be circling back for them to want to keep on.
I'm going, would you drop it?
Yeah.
But they say that Roger Wicker won't be in office much longer, that Tate plans to make that his position.
Okay.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. It will be.
Okay, and then also let's talk about this. Virginia, on this redistricting plan for the Democrats that they're trying to pull off, they want to divide one county 5 ways. One county 5 ways in order to increase the and look, and it's based on race or based on whatever you want to call it. They want to read
5 ways.
5 ways, one county, in order to split up the DC Democrats to help each county become an all blue county. That's what the goal is. And somebody said, well, Chip, you're just not going to blah, 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 blah. I said, well, let me explain something to you. In Mississippi, they did that to Madison County.
Yeah.
They split it up for 2 congressional districts, and you didn't need to. The law says you want to go by natural borders and lines when you draw districts. And I mean, it's like, for instance, in the Three Amigos district, they whooped into Lake Caroline just to get Banks a place to get in office. Otherwise, Banks wouldn't be in office.
And down in Jones County, they drew around Chris McDaniel's house so he couldn't run.
I mean, and all this drawing, Delbert, you're involved in that. Jamie Lee, good morning. And come see me Friday at Beethoven, she says. Yes.
She'll be at the outside
bar serving that catfish and ribs. Catfish and ribs.
The outside's looking so good.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
The umbrellas are up, and we've got some new ones coming with vibrant colors.
Yeah, and you're on the Gulf of Beethoven's.
Yes.
And you got the new Outlaw beer flowing at $3 a can. $3. We might even get better. Best food around. Yes, Ricky Gray, it's making you look round.
You better stop it.
Also, let's bring up something else that's going on. We're going to have to talk. No, we'll talk a lot about that. Hold on just a second. 500 million chip. Oh, for the airfare. This bailing out the airline. So if you give them 500 million, how many other people in America could you bail out with $500 million?
And they say that it's because of the high cost of fuel, and they're a low budget airline.
But my question to you is, maybe the problem is not everybody should be able to get on a plane and fly somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's more like a Greyhound bus line these days anyway.
I mean, the reality is in socialism, everybody pays. Everybody gets the equal stuff. Everybody, if you can't afford it, we're going to take it from the rich and give it to the poor. Robin Hood, you crook, you were. You were a criminal because you were robbing people. But I mean, the reality is, all you do is take. The government just take. And I mean, Trump can explain this better as a businessman to us, and we'd understand this particular aspect of it. Or he sees the profitability if he was running it. That's another thing there. I'll give you $500 million if you'll do this, and we'll have our money back in no time because you're going to do the right thing. How many people want to be on a plane? But then my next question to you is, do we have too many planes in the sky? They keep running into each other.
Yeah.
We can't keep them safe.
They are struggling.
So why do we want to put a low budget a guy that
I wouldn't want to fly on a low budget airline.
Low budget? Can you just see him in there? He goes, "Let me see your ID."
They may have a DEI hire in there.
I'm from Mexico. And because we fly from Mexico into Mexico, we're allowed to fly into America. Sí, señor.
Not me. Not for me.
Our cargo hull is full. No, you can't bring luggage on the low-end plane because we have the cargo hull full of cocaine. Sí, señor. But anyway, and then you see where the Department of the Secretary, they call him the Secretary of Defense, and his new title is Department of War, right? Okay. And I was listening to the news, and they were saying Secretary of Defense, and he got rid of the guy that was in charge of the Navy, but the guy that had been in charge of the Navy, my understanding, was plucked from the business sector to run it. And he's over there, and I mean, he's been, he's doing his thing, but he may not feel the same way about handling ships. But for some reason, they've decided he doesn't need to run that, and they put in a guy named Hung Kao or Hung Lo or Hung whatever. Is he from Japan? I know they know how to get into I remember Pearl Harbor. Hung may know what to do. Hung may go, we got this. We got this. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. We got this.
You're just full of characters
Oh,
this
yeah,
morning, aren't
I'm
you?
always full of characters. And then we got something special going on. Let me look at this again. Roger Wicker was working with Mayorkas and Thad Cochran on Green Tech Automotive, where 286 Chinese foreign nationals got elite green cards. Did they go to Ingalls or Stennis rocket testing? That's a question. Things that make you go, Oh, well. Anyway. It's weird. It's weird that we all have to live in a world where the corruption is king.
Yep.
I hadn't even looked at what corrupt is going on in Jackson today, but I'm sure it is. We'll look at that. I did see where they shot somebody at the liquor store there on Northside Drive, which when I think of driving through Jackson, the safe streets in North Jackson used to be Northside Drive and Meadowbrook Drive and stuff like that. And then McDowell Road used to be a safe place, except for a little bit of speeding back in the day.
Yeah, they said that was the first murder of the year inside the Capitol Police District.
Look, I in the Capitol complex.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe it is, but it isn't the first person shot inside the Capitol complex.
Well, there's a difference now.
And I don't know if they count it. I don't think they count murders. Like if you go to the hospital and you're still alive,
yeah,
they don't count that as a murder in the whole state, I believe. I mean, because, if that was the case, we're the number one state in homicides.
Mm-hmm.
The number one. What kind of?
Or at least we're not last. We're not last.
We're not last. We're number one. Thank you, Democrats.
Hey, the government for a long while, and I still believe this today, tried to get rid of our elderly generation to cut down on the population of our
COVID.
Yeah, with COVID and this health care that they've got going on. So so now this generation of people that are shooting each other are taking it up from the younger end of the spectrum.
But yeah, and they allow it to go on because if they wanted to stop it, it's just like the border. When they stopped the border, they stopped the border.
Stopped it.
And because of states' rights, and that's what we have, are states' rights, then our state is responsible for the military and the policing and the safety of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Get on it. Legislature, you're just as involved in this at all. They go, well, I'm not a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lawyer. Even worse.
And how long has this new police chief been on guard?
Did you see her last night at the city council meeting?
No.
They want to change the name of Wood Street. Okay. To some guys, the band director at Jackson State.
Uh-huh.
And Kenny Stokes is adamant that this is going to happen. And the citizens of Wood Street
don't want it.
And
that's costly to those people.
See, a lot of people don't. They haven't even brought up the word cost. They're just talking about the historic area of Wood Street and this, that, and the other, which it was known for the Wood Street gangs and this, that, and the other. But they have overcome that, and things have gotten better. And Kenny Stokes says, well, things will get better if we move forward. We would move forward if Kenny Stokes would go home. But anyway, when you look at this Wood Street thing, a lot of people don't realize that when you do a change of address on a street, it costs money.
It does.
All the maps have to be changed. You go, well, that's no big deal. That ain't coming out of our pocket. But yeah, it is, because City of Jackson would have to change everything that they have that says Wood Street on it. They would also have to change it on all of their maps. They'd have to change it in all their books. They would have to change it in all their address forms. They would have to do a change of address on everybody there to say that Wood Street is now this street.
What an inconvenience for the people who live
Any
there.
letterhead or anything you may have from owning a business on Wood Street, which most of the businesses don't probably have letterhead.
Yeah.
But they do.
But still,
they do talk to heads.
Those people live in dire straits already. Don't make it more difficult on them.
Okay. And look, y'all, when we come back, we're going to talk about a person that collects the pennies for the park in Ridgeland.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We got a good one coming up.
We got a good one coming up where McDonald's is being targeted.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be back with more right here in Ridgeland.
Yes.
In Ridgeland. We're going to talk about that and more when we get back here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB. We're going to talk about that and more when we get back here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
This summer, grab a cold one that plays by its own rules. Meet Outlaw Light. Crisp, crushable, and refreshingly smooth. Built for backyard ball games, tailgates, and every inning in between. Because America deserves a new light beer. One that's easy drinking, full of flavor, and always ready when you reach for it. So whether you're rounding the bases or kicking back in the stands, raise a can to the Outlaw.
I am Wayne Lloyd, Delta Farm Services, LLC. We do all types of dirt work, excavation, dozer work, land leveling. We do building pads, commercial ponds and lakes, residential ponds and lakes, anything with dirt work. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Google Delta Farm Services, LLC, or find them on Facebook. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
We all love the farm-to-table food concept, right? Well, at Burnt Corn Farm, they bring you locally grown flowers straight from the farm to the vase. With a wide selection of flowers and excellent service, Burnt Corn Farm will make your next party or shower a southern delight. Sign up for a monthly bouquet subscription, and their farm-fresh flowers will brighten your days all season long. You can also book your next family photo session in their wildflower field. That's Burnt Corn Farm on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, this is Casey Holcomb with Mississippi Hometown Realty. Spring is in the air, and it's the perfect time to buy or sell. When you're ready, I want you to think of me first. I will help guide you through the entire process without the stress. Check out my website at mshomesforyou.com. That's mshomesforyou.com. This is Casey Holcomb. Still, I'm doing what I love and loving what I do.
MS license number 51833. Telephone number 601-398-1620.
Want insider tips on foundation repair, maintenance, and how to protect your biggest investment? Todd Sandridge, owner of Superior Foundation Services, will be dropping in this month for quick interviews with your favorite local hosts. Whether you're dealing with cracks, settling, or just want peace of mind, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. Superior Foundation Services, helping you stay on solid ground. Find them online at superior.ms. That's superior.ms.
Not again. Time to call that big faceless company. Let's see. Press 1 for sales. Press 2 for more waiting? Seriously? I'll be retired before this copier gets fixed.
Why wait on hold when you can have local service fast? Advantage Business Systems will fix it today. Real people, real service. None of the runaround. Visit absms.com. That's absms.com. Advantage Business Systems. Stop waiting.
Now is the time to turn over a new leaf and shower yourself with savings at Mazda of Jackson. Mazda of Jackson has rates as low as 0.9% on select models, or spring into savings with up to $3,000 in customer cash with approved credit. Get to Mazda of Jackson today, where certified pre-owned vehicles and hassle-free trade-in options are also available. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
Hi, this is Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, and I want to tell you, I've lived in Florida for over 50 years. I'm a graduate of Tri-County Academy, went there the first day the doors opened. If you're thinking about putting your children into Tri-County Academy and need a place to live, then give me a call. Without a doubt, the Florida expert when it comes to real estate. So if you need a place to live, give me a call. Rita Jensen, Remax Connection. 601-720-4037 or go to my website, ritajensen.net.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the most important show on the radio. It is the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB with Dawn McKenzie.
Ricky Gray, hush.
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 It's only going to rain on Monday.
Ricky Gray, I'm going to take away your access to Mr. Hartman. You and Hartman are trying to ruin my weekend with some rain. You can quit that now. We'll have some light rain, scattered showers between midnight and 4 a.m. That we can live with.
Yeah.
Heavy rain? No, Ricky Gray.
But we have got a solution to our open area in front of the bandstand.
Yes.
And we're going to fix that up today.
Yes, we're creating a dome.
Yes.
And it's been named. It's got a name. It's the Beethoven Dome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's going up there in the Gulf of Beethoven. We'll have the first official dome in the area with the retractable roof.
Yes.
Yes. You like that. I like that. Got to build it up. Okay. Let me also remind you, there's a 1% tax that the people voted down in Ridgeland, and then the mayor got it put on an agenda when there wasn't anything on the agenda to where anybody would show up to vote, and got his 1% tax through to get pennies for the park. Pennies to build a park.
So if you're going to bring
rather than just reduce your budget and pay for it out of your pocket.
Yeah. So if you're going to build a park, what is your goal there? Is to bring in funds,
but the penny for the park was added to all of the restaurants in the area, and we pay the penny at our place,
right?
And we gladly pay the penny. We should have our name on a seesaw. Do they allow seesaws at parks anymore?
I doubt it.
They're probably illegal.
Yeah.
Too many kids that would get up on the other side and let you just bang down on the ground. But anyway, restaurants pick up this penny. Now there's a restaurant being targeted in Ridgeland, and it's kind of, it's a big name. McDonald's, you've heard of them,
under new ownership,
Mr. Joe Sway. And they're targeting him for having a grimace painted on the side of the building, a McDonald's grimace. It's already bad enough that the mayor has run off Mayor McCheese from McDonald's. So we're not going to have another mayor in this town. But the grimace is somebody that is non-confrontational. I don't know what sex he is. I don't know if he's male or female.
It's an it.
It's an it. But the grimace is a long time character. Mascot of McDonald's, and they don't want you to be able to come up and have your picture made with him on the side of the building.
Yeah, they want they want him off.
They want him gone. They want to stamp out grimace in your lifetime. They got all this other stuff going on in Ridgeland. You got the prostitution up and down County Line Road on the left-hand side. You got all the boarded up hotels up there on County Line Road. You got all that, but the grimace is a problem. He's a terror. He makes kids happy.
Yes,
and we can't have that with Happy Meals. Next thing you know, we got Happy Meals already, and they're not vegan Happy Meals. Because I believe the mayor does not believe in eating meat.
Oh, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, and the grimace is promoting hamburgers.
Yep.
Ooh, let's go to the phone, see what's going on. That's just wrong.
That's wrong.
That's just wrong. YAB, good morning. Hello, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. What do you think about the grimace on the side of the McDonald's in Ridgeland being targeted by the city to be removed? They want him removed.
I don't know. no opinion on that, but you're not the first one with the dome. Con Maloney is.
Yes,
he's going to put a dome on Smith Wills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the condom.
Yeah, it's going to be the condom.
Yes, he did do that. That occurred.
Did it really?
Yes, he did. When the Jackson Mets played there, the condom occurred.
Dang.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember it very well. If everybody remembers,
you guys seem full of vinegar and other things this morning. So
yeah, well,
I'm glad to hear you.
That's a prostate problem, right?
Oh well.
But anyway, in my case,
a massage is in your future.
Thank you very much. So, what else is going on? What's up? You got anything else?
Just intend on coming out to Beethoven's night and maybe doing a little decking.
Okay. Well, come on.
I'll deck the deck.
There you go. Come out there and hang out.
Who's your music tonight out there?
The music tonight, I don't know. Tomorrow night, I do know. I can remember that. It's Jody Ross. Saturday night, it's Crew.
Mike Mott.
And Mike Mott.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sunday, we have Southern Grass doing their bluegrass on the deck during the buffet.
In the end,
Mike Mott, was he Mott the Hoople?
Yeah, he's with Mott the Hoople, or Mott the Hoodlum.
And then Chris Davis plays later on in the afternoon.
Yes,
Sunday.
He does. Sunday. Chris Davis, our news director.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great.
Thanks for calling, man.
I've not seen him.
No.
Yeah. Thanks.
We got to take a news break. But anyway, that is just wrong that the city of Ridgeland wants to stamp out Grimace in your lifetime.
Yes, it is wrong.
And when somebody takes the investment and goes into an area it's like one day we like commerce, one day we don't.
He brought ice cream back.
He brought ice cream back to McDonald's.
Yes.
And the mayor probably goes, well, that brings the wrong element into the community. It's just like when I heard that he went into the one of the restaurants out there on Highland Colony and said, excuse me, you're going to have to get rid of daiquiris and fried food. You attract the wrong element.
Yeah, he did do that.
You got to get rid of the wings. You got to get rid of wings.
Lighten up, Mayor.
Come on. It's Grimace.
Let these kids have fun with their picture taken in front of Grimace.
You're building a park. Do you want Grimace at the park? How about that? Are you upset because Grimace isn't maybe Grimace could be at the park. Maybe you could work that out. Maybe you should come across and not tell somebody, we're going to have to find you. There's another way to raise money other than to get on to somebody about Grimace on the side of their building.
That's right.
I mean, let me ride through there and see what else I see on the side of a building. You probably got a place right there on the corner. You've got convenience stores in your area that sell, what is that stuff called? Kratom.
Yeah.
You got them selling different types of vape stuff that they shouldn't be selling. But no, you're going to
They do nothing about the sin, but they want to take away the innocent.
Yeah, go after Grimace.
Yeah.
Grimace, he's bad.
Now, if they would have put the burglar on there.
The Hamburglar?
Yeah.
Hey, the Hamburglar would have been big, especially around the metro. Not the metro, the other thing. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB. The other thing. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Here's what they're saying about Corcoran Door Company.
I'm going to yell out to one of your sponsors here, Cork and Door. When the guy came out here, instead of just trying to throw a door up, he was looking at the way the house was facing. Man, with this double garage here on the south side, you might want to consider a insulated door. I came in earlier today about 2:30. The car thermometer said 99 degrees. The thermometer inside the garage was 82.
That's why they've been around 50 years.
Yeah.
Corkanddoor.com. CORKERN door.com.
The Tri-County Academy Rebel success in the classroom and on the athletic stage begins with the Tri-County Academy Booster Club. Join the team and be a Rebel by getting involved in volunteering as a booster. Your involvement is the generator for fundraisers, facility upgrades, equipment, uniforms, and all other needs. Tri-County Athletics thrives in part because of our TCA boosters. Join today by calling the TCA main office at 601-879-8517 and help the Rebels continue the championship tradition.
CBS News Brief. A government plan to bail out a budget airline could come as soon as today. Transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
Spirit was already struggling, and then the cost to fly, i.e. jet fuel, has roughly doubled since the start of the year. That has put the airline in a tenuous situation.
More changes at the highest ranks of the U.S. Army. Navy Secretary John Phelan's been dismissed. CBS's Charlie D'Agata from Tel Aviv.
This is in the middle of a war and the kind of naval blockade not seen in decades. Earlier this month, the head of the Army, he was asked to step down.
There was an overnight vote-a-rama in the Senate before Republicans pushed through a budget plan to fund ICE and Border Patrol. CBS's Michael Toscano from Washington.
The resolution is an official instruction to various Senate committees to draft budgets funding DHS agencies for 3 years, an unusual length that fits the rest of President Trump's term.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
This ad is for all the guys who work hard and they expect their truck to do the same. At RPT Commercial, we have the accessories to help you on the job site. From names like Bedrock Flatbeds, WeatherGuard Toolboxes, Nap-High Service Bodies, ARE Camper Tops, Deck Storage Solutions, and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
Antique Mall of the South has 14,000 square feet of pristine, clean floor space. Home to beautiful, timeless antique treasures. Antique Mall of the South is open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. Check them out online at antiquemallofthesouth.com or go to the Antique Mall of the South Facebook page. You can also read the dozens of 5-star reviews online. Come see for yourself at Antique Mall of the South in Ridgeland. Now open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. That's Antique Mall of the South, Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, I am Chip Matthews. She's Dawn McKenzie, and we do own the place called Beethoven's Boardwalk out on the the Gulf of Beethoven out at the reservoir. And we remind you that each and every day, if you need a job, you need to come see us because we're always hiring.
Yes.
And so come on out, and especially if you're a bartender, because we have a vacancy. But anyway, come on out. We have plenty of vacancies for bartenders. And you're going to be, you'll feel like you're in Florida.
Yeah. And the bartender that would have the upstairs venue has the best view of the whole building.
Yeah. So y'all come on out. If you need a job, come on out and talk to us, especially if you're an experienced bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you're going to be a frustrated bartender because there's too many people in front of you to wait on.
That's right.
Okay. But anyway, this radio show is also brought to you by
Pierce Professional Agency. Reach out to Cressley Pierce for all your long-term healthcare needs. And if you don't understand what that means and how you may need that, you can find Cressley Pierce at MadisonPlans.com.
Y'all just need to go to Cressley and just say, hey,
fix me up.
Fix me up. Fix me up. And do it before you're inside your 5 years of dying. And people go, you laughed. You don't understand. The government and everybody wants you to be ready to die.
So they can
5 years before you get there.
All your assets.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
What's that telephone number up here?
601-879-0002.
I want to get some more phone calls on the Grimace
phone
guy.
Phone calls are fun.
Fred Cerami says, good morning. Chip, I just sent you the Anthony General's call for investigation of Barber on Uranium One involvement. It's on your messenger. Yes, I'll look at that. And that's where he's talking about the people that were involved in making sure that Iran had nuclear stuff. Also, the uranium. We put all this uranium that we were just putting out everywhere.
Yeah.
Russia
had a lot.
And you had some lobbyists from Mississippi that were involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's just sad to know that the Southern Poverty Law Center is just the tip of the iceberg on corruption, on how they worked against.
It's sort of like if you were the president of the United States back during Biden and you just attacked your vice president every day, you're attacking your own self. You're paying for your competition.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, look, we can't find any radical white rednecks in Mississippi anymore. So we'll just pay some people to be the KKK. We'll hire some actors.
It's just sad because things were not as bad as they wanted it to be. And I've always felt like racism was not that bad.
It was.
We all love one another.
We all know that racism exists or has meaning. But for instance, the younger community, it's like we say all the time, the younger community, the black and whites, they date each other.
Yes.
And we all know that. Now some older folks go, oh, you got to blah, blah, blah. Well, that's that. I understand that. That's, if you're Italian and you want to keep your bloodline Italian or you want to keep your bloodline African-American or whatever you want. But unfortunately, the way it works now, people love each other.
Yeah. I always
red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight.
I always felt like since Obama was in office that he took us back.
And look,
hundreds of years, but it wasn't even true. It was all set up to be ugly.
They were paying for it.
Yes, and I bet they're paying for Antifa.
Oh, that we already knew that because when you go to have a demonstration in Minnesota where they were covering up everything else, including and they had that situation where everybody was stealing money through their Department of Human Services there.
Yeah.
Guess what other state had that problem? Oh, Mississippi?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, people.
I wonder how many people they sponsored to be part of the January 6th invasion.
Why does the government fund the criminal activity to make things political that don't exist?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you realize that that's what we're getting at here? We give the money to a 503c and we give them to this and we don't get on to them for how they spend their money. We have no control over that. Never mind that we say we lowered taxes, but we didn't lower taxes. We raised taxes and gas tax went up and everything else like that. And then of course you gave the cities the right to add a special tax. So now we have pennies for the park, but we don't want to have the grimace on the side of a McDonald's. Next thing you know, you'll say, look, they can't have a playground there. We're going to build a playground. They can't have a playground. Come on. I mean, come on. Lisa Ross, racism is not that bad. Y'all are crazy. No, it isn't as that bad, Lisa Ross, because I love you. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're saying is racism is not as bad as it's portrayed to be.
Well, she works with the Southern Poverty Law Center, I believe, or has been associated with them in the past. And if you haven't, I mean, I'm sorry for the alignment, but
end of the day, it's just terrible for a nonprofit agency to solicit and pay for racism.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They were paying for the sheets. And just think about it. We used to have the President's Day sale in February where they sold sheets and they had white sales and they said they quit having white sales.
They did.
Yes. That's racist. But anyway, Tate's a buffoon, Jennifer Tripp. Look, and I have this thing that everybody believes that everything, you got to make it black and white and you got to make it a fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that way. It's not that way.
Nobody wants that.
You're on a great radio station here where you go, okay, they got all the white guys on in the morning. Kim Wade's on in the afternoon, y'all, and he is not white.
No, he isn't.
He's not. But we both speak the same language.
Mm-hmm.
We both speak the language of why can't we love each other and the government just be nice and stay out of our business and we get some taxes back. We don't have to pay for every bit of health care in the world. We don't have to pay for everything. It's sort of like that we're going to lower the price of an airplane ticket for people so that everybody can have it, but you can't lower the price of steaks where everybody can have it. Well, no, we'll just give them food stamps where they can buy a steak.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense at all. Good morning, Chris Lofton. But I mean, everything isn't for everybody. It's sort of like some people have to drink cheap tequila and not drink Patron.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we need to give government subsidies out where you can drink Patron? It's just wrong that you came into the restaurant and you ordered well tequila.
Or people choose to have their quality of life diminished so they can live off the programs rather than work and have a higher quality of life.
I know people that don't get married in order for the government to pay for their childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then for all the milk and this, that, and the other. And because they go, we can get around that part where the church and all that and the baby being born out of wedlock, we can get around all that. And this happens in the white community as much as it happens in the black community.
That's right.
I mean, people go, how do I get it paid for?
Mm-hmm.
And
then they have these kids and they don't want to be responsible for them.
Oh, the kids in the street.
It didn't cost them anything, so they don't have to worry about it.
I mean, kids in the streets everywhere, and they got guns. Why'd they get guns? Oh, no, they stole them out of the cars. They stole the cars. Speaking of stolen cars, remember I had one in September. I haven't seen my Jaguar since September. Now, of course, it was found. And the people that stole the car were never prosecuted. They were tried. They kept one guy in jail for 3 months and said he didn't do it. And they didn't come into the courtroom and testify. The police department ran. And they were the ones that put him in jail. Never mind, they said, we didn't have anything to prove that he had stolen the car. Like, excuse me. He was in possession of stolen property when you picked him up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, maybe do I need to come to Canton and say, okay, Otha, you get your detective in here, the little detective in here. Let's read the laws and see if we can read. And then, of course, lately, and this is something I've learned in the restaurant business recently, that a lot of people keep your love. It's really hate. No, Lisa Ross, it is not. It is not. And I love your short dresses, by the way. But anyway, that's another story altogether. But my thing is, these people that do what they do for no reason makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Debbie, let's see what Debbie says. Maybe when he gets out of the hospital and back to work. Who's she talking about? What's she talking about? What's she talking about, Willis? I'm getting lost. I'm lost in thought.
Yeah, who's in the hospital?
I don't know.
Besides my father.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Back to work. Okay, Debbie. Debbie, don't start something we can't finish. And that's that. I mean, the city of Canton needs help. The chief. Oh, the chief of police.
Of Canton.
Of Canton. I guess of Canton. Well, prayers go out to him.
Yeah.
Prayers go out to him. But I mean, the problem is the mayor of Canton said that we had a police problem when he was running for office and he was going to deal with it. And there was a lot of people at the courthouse discussing it and City Hall discussing it. And then, of course, nothing was done.
What are they going to do when they lose all their businesses on that square?
They'll be happy because Truly and his administration has embedded into people that the square must be dead.
Uh-huh.
Then
it's going to be dried up and there won't be a need for a mayor.
No. Well, they don't care. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can get government aid and run the school in the ground, You know, they're going, we're going to get all this extra money coming up soon. That right now they're having a problem up there because they're not renewing teacher contracts. And I believe Lisa Ross, she may be the attorney for the school. I know she is for CMU, but she used to be the attorney for the school district. But I mean, there's stuff going on up there that you don't know. And I mean, the whole state of Mississippi needs to revisit the funding model for education and everything. And then they need to go in there and tell some people and shut some districts down. And failing districts or districts that manipulate the system, Canton being one of them, need to be shut down. That's just that. We got a phone call. Oh, and it's real close to the top of the hour, so don't get mad if I have to cut you off. WYAB, good morning. Hello.
Chip Matthews.
Yeah, there you are. It's our resident evil, Tavarius. Go ahead.
I know. Did you just say to Lisa Ross you like her short dresses?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I said it out loud, and I do.
Also,
she's got some nice legs.
You
hey, you know it. Don't even say it.
Also, you made the statement that there's prostitution going on County Line Road.
You haven't seen it?
How do you know that there's prostitution going on?
Because they arrest people.
What do you mean?
You go look at the arrest record.
And they all come from County Line Road?
No, I said County Line on the Richland side, on both sides of the road. It's happening on both sides of that road. Don't even say it's not. And it goes on up at Northside Drive too. Huh?
I'm just curious to know, how do you know that there's prostitution?
It's public record.
It's called the public record, sir.
And it draw and it.
Would you go read the book on who gets arrested and who gets arrested for drugs? They, other than Canton, they write it down when they arrest people.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, in Canton they don't.
You know they're coming from County Line Road.
Because it says they were arrested on County Line Road. What's your problem? You know, I ain't got time for.
You just pulling this out.
No,
I like the comment you made about Lisa Ross.
I know, and it has to. And I mean, she's probably gonna get mad at me. But
I would get mad at you too, Chip.
Hey, that's fine. Everybody gets mad at me. I'm used to it by now. Everybody's been mad at me for 40 years. No, I'm 64. They've been mad at me for 64 years.
Okay, we're up against a hard break.
We got to take a hard break. We got to go. We'll talk to you later. We'll be right back here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with Dawn McKenzie. We'll talk to you later. We'll be right down here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with Dawn.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the Blue Plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Smart business owners will tell you the best time to start a new business is now. Whether you're thinking of starting a new business or expanding an existing one, the perfect location is the Cotton Exchange Plaza in Flora. Over 13,000 cars will pass by your business each and every day on Highway 49. Space is available now, so what are you waiting for? Call the Cotton Exchange Plaza at 601-879-3503 to find out how you can expand your business today. The Cotton Exchange Plaza in Flora, where we mean business.
Are you looking for a church family to connect with? One that will provide opportunities to grow in your spiritual life, as well as a chance to serve others? First Baptist Flora may be just the place for you. We're located at 102 Jackson Street in Flora. To worship with us in person, we have a traditional worship service that begins Sunday mornings at 8:30. Then our life groups meet at 9:45, and the Refuge Contemporary service begins at 11 a.m. We also have a midweek service every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So come join us at First Baptist Flora, where we're making much of Jesus.
At Lakeshore Church, we believe the liberation of the soul is found only in Christ. Hello, I'm Jay Frazier, Senior Pastor at Lakeshore, inviting you to come and worship with us this week. We believe in the three-cross concept of ministry, the cross of salvation, the cross of separation, and the cross of service, and we believe all of these crosses should be evident in our lives. We're at 6880 South Sidewell Road in Byram. For more information about the ministries, activities, and times of service, go to lakeshorecmc.org.
And be sure to listen to Lakeshore Church's weekly program, heard Sunday mornings at 8 on 103.9 WYAB.
Hey, this is Ben Ingram from the Braves Radio Network. We're in commercial right now, so I want to let my sister take over and tell you about Hometown Property Group.
Thanks, Ben. This is Mary Claire Putman with Hometown Property Group. Whether you're buying or selling, we are committed to guiding you through your real estate transaction with integrity, exceptional service, and remarkable results. Madison County has been my home for 40 years. I'd love to help make it yours, too.
That's Hometown Property Group. Give them a call at 601-853-6080.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's open. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard by everybody around the globe. We have a coalition of the Rainbow Coalition. No, I wouldn't say that. That's the wrong one. But we have the song, Jesus Loves the Little Children. My mama would be so happy that everybody listens to the show, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. And they're listening to the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. We're not going to be able to get that phone call, so you're calling in, so you'll have to talk on the Clay Show because we're up against the top of the hour. What else? There was something else here I wanted to read that I just saw online. Let's see. 75%, this is Robert Kinney, 75% of single-parent Black parents isn't about poverty. It's a choice, and it's created by the government being the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, that is the reality. The government is your daddy.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah. Hey, Daddy.
G-O-V-T.
Hey, Daddy, can I get some money? JoJo's got a steak. Give me some money for a steak and a car and a gun where I can go out and shoot my neighbor. I mean, come on, people. It's got to stop at some point.
Or my sibling.
Or my sibling. I'll go shoot my siblings.
Or my kid.
Y'all, we've got to figure out a way for everybody to think that everything in the world is good
and it has value.
And for the Southern Poverty Law Center, and we're going to find out there were others. That come to town, Black Lives Matter, this, that, and the other, who go out and promote hate.
Yep.
They're the other side of the argument.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walk around in Canton and run into people, black and white, we may disagree on some things, but nobody's just walking up to me hating on me.
Mm-mm.
Well, except for the ones that shot at me once. But anyway, other than that, I mean, really, we all get along.
Yep.
I run a business where I expect both sides to walk in.
Absolutely.
I promise you, all I see is green money. All I see. All you Martians out there, come on in.
Yeah. So someone asked earlier today who was going to be playing tonight, and we have a solo artist, our very own in-house Ben Brassfield.
Yeah, Ben Brassfield, the cooking, the heart-blowing cooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night we have Jody Ross.
Yes.
And Saturday we have Mike Mott.
Mike
then
Mott.
later on in the night, The Crew.
The Crew.
And then Sunday we have the Southern Grass.
Southern Grass is what they call this stuff.
It's a band. It's a bluegrass band, and they have banjos that sound so beautiful.
And then they got fiddles.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a fiddle in the band.
Yeah, and then later on, our very own Chris Davis from WYAB, newsman.
And he's also the guy that hosts the Blues and Arts Hour, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
Yeah, and then Sunday we have a buffet.
Sunday buffet.
Buffet.
And we're going to have a special Sunday buffet on Mother's Day. So y'all all plan to do that and be out there and see the beautiful Gulf of Beethovens. We invite everybody to come on out and have a cocktail. Say goodbye, Dawn.
Goodbye, Dawn.
We'll see y'all later.